Hello, how are you? My name is Anthony Gray and welcome to another episode of Grayscale Painting. And today we'll do a floral. We're going to do an abstract background. I've already pre-done the 11 by 15 inch watercolor paper. Alright, we'll try for different type of background, a little more abstract. Okay, we're going to work with blacks and blues. I don't have the second camera on. I'll describe what I'll be doing. Like I said, I got glycerin all over this, okay? Alright, and I'm going to start off with just a little bit of black. And what we're going to do is that we're aiming, everything's going to erupt or come from the center here. And what we're going to do, this is a 2-inch flat brush. Alright, and what I'm going to do is come this way, like that. And you see this? Much like that, and you keep going straight across, like a little explosion, like so. Alright, we're going to take some phthalo blue, and we're going to repeat the same pattern. Put it right here in the center, just like so. Let's let it happen. Alright, I'm going to get some more phthalo blue, and it'd be a nice mix of both colors. Go right past the tape, right past everything. I'm going to do it again. We're going to add a little bit of white to get some variance in there, but keep the same stroke pattern right from the middle. All right, I'll get a little touch of white. All right, remember everything goes here in the center, like a little explosion. All right, get some more white. We're gonna put it right here in the center and try to match the strokes from corner to corner. All right. And we're gonna keep playing with that. Get a little bit of black. I'm only using the corner of the brush. Slap it right there. All right, that was just my rag going down. Just like so. I'm doing everything pretty much right from the center. It doesn't really matter what color you use. All right, and I'm not really concerned about the dead center because the flower will be in the center. You follow me? Okay, but I am going to keep matching the stripe marks. Okay, so you don't really have a certain path, like not one stroke is overpowering every other stroke. Okay, nice little explosionish type of feel. So what am I going to do down here? Well, I'll take a little bit of, after I clean my brush of course, and put my towel over my lap. We're going to take some blue. Okay, and I'm just going to do some cross strokes down here on the bottom, just like that. I'll darken this blue a little bit, get as close to, just like that. Another coating of phthalo blue, just a little darker here. I still want the intensity of the blue, so more phthalo blue on the side here. Just deepen that phthalo blue a little bit. The glycerin just helps keep the paint nice and wet for a little while. Now, as I go up into the black, blackish grayish color. I'll mix them, blend them in there, just like that. I'll nicely blend it in there. X strokes usually work the best with it. I'm gonna get the tiniest bit of black right here on the lower part, just very low. Okay. And we're gonna fade that black into the blue. Okay. Now black is a very overpowering color. All right, I'm cleaning off the brush one more time. And with the same brush, I'm gonna go into the blue and I'm gonna fade it into the black a little bit. Into the blue, fade it into the black. Mix it right into the black a little bit. Now I'm gonna take a soft brush and I'm gonna softly blend this bottom into that blue area there. You're not really gonna overpower that black. That's why I got it so low on the bottom. I'm just cleaning off the brush here on my towel. Let's take a nice soft brush, a nice soft filbert bit, or it's just a blending brush, and I'm a circular motion. I want to blend this black and blue into each other here from the bottom. Okay. As far as the pressure is concerned, now my glistening in the paint's getting a little tacky, so wider circles. Don't necessarily have to be exactly perfect. Just blend it in there really nice. When I come up here, right where the start of the little explosion here, I'm just softening the blend a little bit, not too much. I'm gonna go up into it just a little bit, not much. I want some of those stripes, those striations to stay in there. Okay, just like that. Okay, I want those to stay. If you want to smooth out in the center, that's fine, because that's where the flower is going. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Alrighty then. The type of flower I'm gonna do, kind of a fantasy flower type of deal. Okay. It's like a series of kind of hard to describe it really. It's like a little series of, how can I describe it? Like if this is the center right here, right in here's the center of it. Okay. It would be like a series of the letter, I don't know how I would describe it. I guess I just kind of sketch it out like that. That would be one petal. Okay. And everything would aim right here. Everything would aim in that direction. All right. Then I will take it, I'll make a loop, almost like an 8. It comes in around like that. All right. So that's a petal, and then it comes out. That's another petal. All right. Everything's kind of spouts from the center. So I'll do one here like this. All right. I'll do another one like that. Okay. So once again, we got one coming this way, comes around, goes that way. All right, matter of fact, I can bow this around like that a little bit more. Got this one here. We got this guy. This guy can come out like this. Okay, because we have one coming up from here and have it come that way. All right, so I know it looks like a mess. Omit this part here. All right. So what we have is this guy here coming around like that. Got one coming around this way. Got one that way. This one could be even wider. So let's kind of give him a nice little bend here, like like that. And yeah, we'll kind of loop him around in there like that. All right, doesn't make any sense now, but it will. Just like that. And don't worry about the white, you know, the patterns I'm doing. That will all be hidden. Okay. So let's put some leaves in there. We'll put a few leaves in various spots on it to kind of curtail all of that. I'm trying to find a nice flat brush. I do have a couple of them. Just looking. I'll use this guy. There. This is I got dioxazine purple that I'm working with here today. All right. So let's start fleshing out some leaves here. I guess I'll go with a little bit of phthalo. All right. And I'll pop in a little bit of yellow. Give me a nice deep green. And a wee bit of glycerin into the paint, just to loosen up the paint there. I use heavy body paint. Okay, here we go. We'll start off with the nice triangle-ish type of leaves. Let's get a nice little stem. We'll have it come this way like that. And we'll start with a wide kind of angle like that. All right. And I guess I'll just kind of start shaping these guys out here. You can kind of design them any way you feel. Okay, so there I got one there. I'll kind of curve one that way. Just getting some more green. I'm just using the tip of the brush to get the nice sharp points, the nice thin line rather. Dipping my brush into a little bit of the glycerin just to loosen up the paint. It does not change the color or anything. Like I say, this is going to be somewhat of a fantasy flower. Okay. And I'm just fleshing out leaves. I'll make them in various shapes and whatnot. And this is just me bulking out the leaf, shaping it out and whatnot. Okay, let's make that a little bit longer there. Shape it a little bit better. Just like that. There we go. I usually know when I can put a little more glycerin in the paint because it gets a little tacky, it starts pulling. Okay. All right, we'll do one right here. No stem, just right here. All right, and we'll just kind of flesh them out there like that. And curve in this one like that. This is just this is just the first color. Let's have one kind of come past that leaf right there like that. And we'll kind of put it in. Don't be afraid to overlap some of your leaves. Okay. Once you get accustomed to doing these, it'll be almost like child's play for you. Okay, I'll pop one in this direction. Something like that. This is going to need a little bit more glycerin. I can feel it. I can say the paint. I want to use a little touch of glycerin at a time when I do these. Okay. Just a little bit. Come around here, do the same thing. Okay. Now I'm blocking it in this greenish color. Doesn't necessarily mean it will stay green, Okay. Now I'm gonna get a little more paint because that's more glycerin than paint. I already have glycerin on the brush and in the mix. All right. Okay, I think that'll work. Just get some, well, get some wiggle leaves in there. I might stick with basic green with the wiggle leaves. So let's zoom in for a second. Let me show you what I'm going to do here. Now you see the angle of the brush, the flat part, all right, and it's kind of put it right here. And what I'm going to do is I'll just take it, flatten it out, wiggle, and let it go. See that? Flatten it, wiggle, let go. As you see, I'm going in different directions with it. Flatten, wiggle, let go. It's got to have that little tip to it. Okay. Flatten, wiggle, let go. And you can do it pretty quickly. Okay. Different angles. You can have some overlap if you want. Okay. I'll pop a couple in here. Just like that. Just kind of put them in there. Like so. Overlap them. Pop a couple in here. See this? Always make sure you got a little point to them somewhere in there. Just like that. Get some right off the panel there. Couple right there. Okay. Gives you a little bit of life into them. Okay. All right. Let's start highlighting a few of these guys. I'm gonna add a little bit of the purple into this. A slight touch of white into that purple. The tiniest bit of glycerin. Okay, let's start with this guy. We'll put it right around in here. Give it a little press, you pull, and you fade away. Okay, I can tell right now I'm gonna need a little more purple. A little touch of white. I just need more of the paint. Not too much glycerin though. Just a little bit of lightness. I'm coming over here on the other side. Make sure you guys see me here. Now this purple is very close to that gray. So I will be making it a little darker. Get a little bit of glycerin. Loosen up the paint just a little bit. I need a bigger contrast in colors for the purple. There we go. Now that's a lot better. See that? Now you got a little contrast here. See this? Okay. Let's aim the camera downward. Right there. Center all those guys. And once again, a little bit of purple. Pop it right in there. Right in here. Give it a good press and push. Press. It's like a little flick of the wrist. All right, you can choose which plant you want to be in front of the others. Really up to you. Okay. There. Right up here, or right down here rather. All right. And right here on the other side, right on this side. Okay. We can take a little bit of white, put the white in there. The brighter the highlight, the less of it you really need. Get some more white. Small amount of glycerin just to loosen up the paint. I'm pulling my brush to get that nice sharp edge there. And I'm gonna just, you know what? Well, I'll keep it this way. I'll keep it this way. A little push and very light flick of the wrist there. Like so. We'll kind of put it in front of that one. Don't necessarily want to bury your previous color. So if you want to go a little bit past there, get a little bit more. Press and release. Okay. So we'll draw back a little bit so you guys can see me do the whole thing, and we'll aim it downward like that. Okay, let's go for the darker area. Darker area, we'll use a little bit of this blue, little touch of black into the green that I have. Little bit of glycerin, loosen it up. This is the darker area. All right, we're gonna come here a little bit further than the edge. Give it a press and put it in there. Get a nice, gentle contrast of colors there. All right, I'm gonna dip into a little more black, get it a little deeper. Now, just because I'm adding black into this green mix with the blue, don't necessarily mean it's gonna be totally black. It's gonna be mixed in with the green and that blue. Because I still want a deeper contrast than what I have. Like that. Put it right in there. Put it right over this leaf here. I'm just giving a nice strong press. Like so. Okay. Like that. You'll get accustomed to it. It might be a little overwhelming at first. Just practice the strokes. Okay. Okay, so now I have some pleasant contrast going on with these guys. I can usually tell if I'm kind of running out of paint. Just like so. Okay. All right. I can take some white, very I'll tint it with just a little bit of that purple, so it's not totally white. And we'll go here, and just like that. You don't. Just a flick will do. Okay. We'll put a little bit of that right in here like that. I don't have to add these highlights to every one. Okay. Just in certain spots. Some get it, some don't. That's all. Right here, this one can get one. Just like that. And bring it right, give it a little push there, right toward the tip there. Not all have to have them. Okay. I'm going to get a little touch of water, a little bit of this green into the white. I did not wash the brush or anything. And we'll get the center line going right down here. It gives your eye somewhere to trail this stuff. All right. So it's a little bit of white with some green in it. Okay. This helps your eye flow and follow through when you see what's happening with these guys a little bit. If you would like, up to you, get a little bit more water, dip it into the greenish white mix, a little more green, keep a very sharp point. Watch what I'm gonna do, watch. Up to you, I'm gonna use the corner of the brush and we'll get some little striations going. Okay, or you can just tap it like that. All right, don't have to keep them even. See that? Just a few of those will help you out. Okay. And I'm just giving it a quick little touch. Okay. Get some more of that whitish green mix, and you know, just repeat it. See that? Have it, keep it as long as you or as short as you would like. They don't necessarily have to be even. The angle, keep the angles. Okay. Keep the slanted angles. All right. I'm using the back corner of the brush. That's what gives me that such a thin line. All right, and you can see the image it portrays. Okay, I'm going into my green, still got the white on the brush. I'm pulling it to keep an extremely sharp edge. You can do this also with a liner brush, a script liner, if you would like, up to you. Okay. Trail it right up there. All right, got this guy back here. Sometimes it's just me giving it a quick push. That's all it takes. All right. Okay. Let's get the colors in for this guy. So let's we'll center this a little bit more. A little umber, a little red, a little slight touch of blue. Bring some more of that red in there. It'll kill off that greenish tinge. All right, that should do. This should be dark enough. And here we go. Remember, we're right from the center, okay? And we're gonna right from the center, and we're gonna kind of that's kind of what I'm looking for there, like that. Toward the middle it gets a little wider, and toward the edges it gets a little softer. Same thing here. Get some of that paint going there, just like that. You keep that going around. You'll see as I'm doing this what I'm trying to do here. Right in there like that. And right in here. Still got a little bit of a greenish tinge, but that's okay. Keep it pretty dark right here in the center. And we're gonna flush that outward like that. Much like that. Okay. All right. I'll probably be getting that even darker, because you definitely need darkness to portray what I'm going to do next. Now we're going to go back to our 1/2 inch. I got to find my other 1/2 inch brush here. I know I got her around here somewhere. It's nicely hidden within this batch of, there it is. I found it. I got it. All right, this is the one I prefer because of, it's got a shorter length there. Let's get a little bit of blue. Get a little bit of red. Now this is a nice color. Nice, make it nice and deep. A little bit of glycerin, not much. And I'll show you what it's supposed to look like. Okay. Right up in here. Now see, that's the dark I'm looking for. And we're gonna feather that very, very lightly. Just like so. We're gonna come here and do the same thing here. Narrow, get a little bit wider in the middle, and it narrows out like that. Okay. Same thing here, a little narrow, comes out heavy in the middle. And then we kinda, so you guys can kinda see where I'm headed with some of these. I'll come here and do it this way. Boom. Come out this way, this way, this way, this way, that way, that way. Then we're gonna do the same thing here. Come out this way, that way, that way, that way, that way. Okay. And I already kind of know which pattern I'm going which way with this one. Just like that. Oh, this one was a little bit bigger. We'll spread him out like that. There we go. And then that way. Okay. So each one of these petals got their own kind of vantage points. And you'll see as I go on. It doesn't make any sense now, but it will in a second. And how I do the petals for this are relatively simple. Okay. Relatively quite simple. You'll see. You'll see. Because it looks kind of crazy right now, but we're going to represent each petal. Okay. Okay. Well, let's get a second layer. Let's get a, I think I'll work with a, we'll get a little bit of red. Work with a little bit of red. And we're going to work with a little bit of this green mix it into the red. Right? Get some yellow because we're going to lighten that up a little bit. We're going to get like a really weird kind of greeny browny mix here. Now we're going to take this mix. I'm going to get a little bit of glycerin, loosen up the paint. We're going to blend it. Do it a petal at a time. Get a nice soft blend between that dark and this color. All right, and we're just gonna watch right from the edge, and we're just gonna kind of blend it right in there like this. Have it meet. See this? You see the direction I'm going? Have it meet there, just like that. Have it meet right into and fade right into that green. See how I kind of marry that into that green. We're gonna do it a petal at a time, just like that. Okay. We're gonna keep that going. Each and every petal has its own separate one. Right here, look how I'm doing it. Meet it right in there. Okay. Have it meet. Press it, have it meet right in. Keep going in that circular pattern, just like that. See, you can direct what direction you would like them to go into. It's those striations that you're looking at that helps it do what it's doing right now. Let's go right from here for this guy. He comes, give a little twist. Just like so. Okay. Just like that. As I'm doing this, when the highlights come in, okay, all it does is reinforce what I'm already laying down here. Okay. This one kind of goes in the same type of direction. You meet them. Just like this. I can go a little bit past that leaf too. It's okay. Just like that. Curve it right in there. Like that. middle one, it will be right around here, like that, and then everything else will meet it, just like that. Not too much glycerin, because you want this to be kind of opaque. And what you're going to do, controlled teardrop movements, long ones, okay. And this is where we get to really have a little fun with this, okay. You're going to do, let's start with this one first. Well, let's start with this one first. All right, we'll have everything kind of go from this angle. All right, so right from here, give it a little push, and you drag it and come that way. A little push, and drag, and you aim it inward. A little push, drag, a little push, drag it, a little push, drag it. And what I'm doing is I'm adding a little twist to each and every one of those. Okay. Now, as I come around this part of it in here, I'll just give it a little drag like that, just like that. I don't even have to really aim it anywhere. All right. You already can tell there. See that little rim that is being twisted and turned around. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna keep it just like that. That's one. We got one down. All right. Let's go a little different with this one. We're gonna cup this one. This one here will be cupped. Watch. It will be here. I'm gonna do the line right here, right? But right now I'm gonna take it and give it a little rim and push it right in there like that. Little rim, push. Little rim, push. Little rim, push, little rim, and it disappears in there. Okay. Now let's give it a little rim right there. And a little rim right there. It's kind of covered over here. All right. I'm gonna strengthen that a little bit later. But now we're gonna come back around, a little push, and give it a little curve. Push. You gotta curve it right up in there, that lighter color. Give it a little push, press, curve, push, press, and curve it. Push, curve it in there. Getting a little more glycerin because my paint's getting a little on the stiffy side there. Okay, only a touch of glycerin, not much. You still want the opaqueness of that white to come through. All right, you got to give it a push. Get that nice little rim. It's important. Push. See this? Give it a little push in, like so. Give it a little push, just like that. Push, just like that. Get a little push right in there. Curve it in there. Let's accentuate that curve in there. This guy. Give it a little push. Little push, little push. Come over here, give it a little push and aim it in that direction. Little push, just like that. Okay. All right, I think we're good up around in that area. We're okay. We're gonna come around here, and we'll give it a slight push, and we'll curve it. Slight push and curve. Slight push and curve it. Slight push and curve it. Slight push, and we're going to go in that direction. Guide it in that circular motion. Right in there. We're coming around. We're coming around now, just like that. And see, you just curve it around in there. Okay. It takes practice. It takes practice. We're gonna do the same thing here. A little push and go in there like that. Push. See that rim of color on the top? It's very important. Get that strong rim of color in there. that helps you guide where you're going with it. Okay. I'm just getting a little more yellow, red, but well, get what we can. A little bit of white, brighten it up a little bit. Slight touch of glycerin. Pulling the brush, get a nice sharp edge. All right. Okay. Once again, we're coming here from the side. We'll come like that. Give it a little rim here, separation, little rim. Get it really twisted in there, and we got to have just a line there. Okay, and we kind of curve it in there a little bit. Get a nice strong one right in there like that. Curve it right in there. Very important to get those curves in there. Okay. All right. I'm cleaning off the brush fairly well here. Let's get a little bit of orange. If I can crank out a little bit of orange there. And believe it or not, I need more white. So hold on one second. Now, because of the present situation, a lot of stores are closed. I don't have my usual colors, but that white that I'm using is still fairly thick. It's like a chalk white, very thick white. I'm taking a little bit of orange, a little bit of white together. The brighter the color, the less of it you need. Okay. All right. We're gonna really add some color in here with these guys. We'll pop one in here like this, a little bit of orange, just like that. Get some of that orange in there like that. And we'll pop some of that in here too. Nice little rim of color right there. I don't have to add it everywhere, just in certain spots. Right up in here. Matter of fact, I'm using a little more orange, a little more variation there, like that. Right up in there. Like that. All right. We'll give a little love right in here. Come here and turn it inward like that. And maybe we'll pop in some darkness over here. Even though I'm saying dark, obviously it's not very dark, you know. It's orange. Okay. Just like that. Okay. I'm just adding more orange, actually, particularly toward the shaded areas there. I'm gonna add a few select highlights in this, and it's just more white, mixing it in with the orange mix that I have, and give it a little push. It's got that orange in there. Okay, just like so, in certain areas. Get that, and there, like that. Make it nice and strong, bright. Right up in here and there. Come around this edge here. You need a nice edge to separate each petal. Just like that. Brings it right out. Especially where it's dark at there. And try not to make the line disappear. But that edge, very important. Yeah. Just like so. Put it right out there. There. A little bit of orange. A little bit of white in that orange. See, now I'm just picking and choosing my spots where to add things. Okay. Okay. Don't be afraid to, really make those curves in this fella. Okay. I'm actually inadvertently created another petal within a petal, but that's okay. We'll take it and curl it there. All right. Okay. We're gonna add some pretty little things in the middle of that. I'm just looking at it to make sure I got what I need to get here for it. Okay, I'm just adding a little bit of yellow. Let's go right around here. There. All right. A little bit of love right in here. There. I'm just seeing where I can add some more. Like so. Okay. I don't think I need really to add much of anything else to it. I can probably add a nice little flap of color, like a little fold in a certain area. Like say, like if I press it just like that and just make a little curve like that, right? Okay. And maybe a little U shape right in there. Okay. There we go. Get some color in there like that. Now, what I'm gonna do with that little curve I just done, I will highlight the very tip of that just to make it look like a little fold in there. Okay. And I'll just get some white, get a little bit of orange. Because it has to be pretty bright. Alright, right in here. A little push, a little strong little push. And trail that downward in there like that. Alright. So you got like a little edge in there. Okay. Just add a little bit of interest to it here and there. I'll use some of this bright color again. And right now I'm just highlighting certain edges little bit of the white and orange together. Just like that. Little highlights just to kind of help lead the eye. Just like that. Just little high points, little fine little details here and there. It does not have to be overly gaudy. Okay. I'm just nitpicking here and there, but I think we've just about got it for this. Like I say, it's a fantasy flower, nothing really, you know, no specific type of flower. More of an exercise, if anything, really. I'm gonna get a little bit of orange right in here, just to accentuate that curve. So we'll make that a little darker. Put it right in there. Just darken that area. And what I'm doing when I'm darkening that area, I'm just showing off the fold that I've already presented right in here. All right. And so to accentuate that dark area, obviously, we're gonna kind of pop that out a little bit more like that. Just like so. All right. Okay, let's go for that center and we'll call it a day. I think I've had you guys here long enough. Okay. We're gonna get a nice little round brush. We're gonna get a little bit of orange. We'll just try for the straight orange. Right out the tube orange. I'm gonna put it into the bristles. Okay. And we're gonna do it right from here. Right in here. Get it narrow. Get it kind of bulked out right here. And we're gonna get it narrow again, right around in here. Just like that. We're gonna highlight that, don't worry. Get a little bit of white. Pop it into the bristles. Never remove the orange. I never did. Very narrow. You know, bulk it up in the center there. And just like so. And we're going to get it brighter still. Where you want the general highlight to be, that's where we'll have it. Just like that. Get a little thicker paint, a little thicker white. And pop it in there. Groupings. Just like that. Group it. See this? Okay. And put some into that dark a little bit. Just like that. Alright. Okay. Now for painting like this, one, you got colors that are really bordering on kind of that neutral vein. Alright. With you know, obviously black and white makes gray. So you got the gray mixed in with the blue, but you got the blue and the gray with in there, so it matches. All right. We have our orangey yellow going into there, which is a great contrast and also a complement to the purple highlights that we have on here. And the purple obviously is related to the blue. Okay. Then we have our greens in there. So we got a neutral background with this vibrant flower in the middle, and you got the cooler colors all around it. And you got cooler colors actually behind it. The only warm thing is the flower. So you got a bunch of cool colors, including your gray with the blue and the purple mixed in it. Okay. Cool colors on the bottom mixed in with that black. Cool colors surrounding this warm colored flower, which kind of brings out the attractiveness of the fantasy flower here. Okay, so it all kind of evens out. One's not overpowering the other. You got a little bit of action there with the striations of the little burst, the gray burst in the back. You got the calm blue in the bottom. Okay, so everything kind of fits there. All right. Okay, I'm just looking for my frames. I do have, oh, there they are. I do have them right here by me. All right, frame number one, which I usually always do, is the brown frame. Hold on one second, let me toss the tape. Okay, now the brown frame is for 11 by 14, which I do not have. Even if I look for it, I don't have it. But that's what it would look like in a brown frame. Okay, obviously I gotta pull back a little bit. There we go. All right, but that's what it would look like. Brown frame. Okay. All right, let's get the frame that it was meant for, which is a black frame, 11 by 15. And she will look like this in a black frame. There you go. Okay. Now usually on my replay, I can really see what she looks like. But there you go. That's what it looks like in a black frame. Okay. Once again, my name is Anthony Gray. I'd like to thank you for checking this out. I hope it helped you out. I hope it gave you a little confidence to try one of these tutorials. I would love to see the results of it. Right on my Facebook wall, you can post it there and just tag my name in it. I'd love to check it out. Or if you want a review, up to you. But thank you very much, and I shall see you guys when I see you. Peace.